Hey there, guys. Long time no see. I hope you guys are doing well today. So anyways, we're doing something a little different and something that I've wanted to do for quite some time. I kind of wanted to review a movie and just kind of watch it with you guys. So yeah, and just to remind you guys, I am not here to criticize the director, the movie, and the people and the actors inside of this movie. It's just all for fun and for entertainment. So anyways, I just want to get that out of the way. Like I said, I wanted to do something a little different. I want to watch like a movie, but not just any movie, a Native American movie. My first time actually watching this movie was like a few days ago. And I just randomly saw it free on YouTube. So I'm like, hey, it's free on YouTube. I'm going to give it a watch. That is what I did. I watched this full movie for the first time just a few days ago. And I've always heard about this movie called Turquoise Rose, and I never understood what it was. I just have no idea what it was. So I'm just like, okay, I should probably watch it because I've always heard like things about it. So I pulled up Wikipedia here, just so we can look over the plot and just, give you an idea of what the movie is and who directed it, who it stars, blah, blah, blah. So I went to Wikipedia, of all places. So on here it says Turquoise Rose is a 2007 independent drama film co-written and directed by Holt Hamilton that takes place on the Navajo Nation. Turquoise Rose was filmed primarily on the Navajo Nation in Fort Defiance, Arizona, as well as in Phoenix, Arizona. The film is one of the only American films to feature an indigenous Native American lead role for an actress played by Navajo actress Johnson. And so, like, when I was watching this movie, I was just thinking, like, is she actually Navajo or is she from a different tribe? So I know, like, in other Native American movies and like TV shows, there are Navajo roles, but other Native American actors happen to play Navajos. For instance, what was it called? It just left my mind. What was it called? What was it called? Dark Winds. That's what it was called. Anyways, synopsis. So the plot of the story. Turquoise T is in college in Phoenix and struggling at work as a photographer for a newspaper. She reluctantly agrees to stay with her grandmother on a Navajo reservation while she recovers from an illness over the summer. She bonds deeply with her feisty and traditional grandmother in their rural homeland. Along the way, she also gets to know the locals, including beginning a relationship with a handsome young artist named Harry. Are we thinking about the same Harry? No, we are not thinking about the same Harry. Who's got personal issues of his own. Through many happy and sad memories, she gains a sense of purpose upon returning to the city and uses her skills in photography to make a change in her life, while honoring the experiences with her grandmother with Harry by her side. I mean, that's just basically the plot of the story. So yeah, here's the cast. I'm not going to read all of it because it's going to take too long. If you guys want to pause it, you guys can look up the casts and see who stars in it. I see someone, Vincent Craig as Uncle Billy, Harry's uncle, R.I.P. Vincent Craig. So I guess Vincent Craig passed away. Yeah, in real life, I think so. That's that. And I couldn't really find much on the director. His name is Travis Holt Hamilton. I don't know. I don't think he's Native American. Let's read it right here. He is the owner of Holt Hamilton Films, whose focus is to find and share the great stories that need to be told. Hamilton, a combat veteran with the United States Army, holds a master's degree in applied cultural anthropology from Northern Arizona University. He was born in Twin Falls, but I don't think he's Native American. Doesn't seem like it from what I'm looking at. And I went to the website and I was hoping to find more about him. It seems like he's done, more films, like Native American films. So I see that there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies that I believe he directed. So there's Legends from the Sky, More Than Fry Bread, Pete and Cleo. I've always heard about Pete and Cleo. Blue Gap Boys, and obviously Turquoise Rose. I'm kind of wondering, should I do like reviews on these other films? Just an idea. I mean, I'm thinking about it. It depends on how well this video does, and it depends if you guys want to see it or not. So that's basically just the breakdown of the movie and the director. I just want to make sure that we're kind of on the same page before we actually dive into the movie itself. So here and there, I may just, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just barely getting over sickness. So I don't know if you noticed that my voice has been kind of hoarse a little bit. Kind of sucks. So don't mind that. I'm sorry if I cough like throughout the video and stuff. We're gonna watch the movie. So let's just go, I guess. Oh, it says right there, Holt Hamilton Productions presents Turquoise Rose. So yeah, basically the beginning starts out like this. We get like aerial shots and stuff. I'm thinking like when it features certain songs, I need to cut out like the audio just because like I don't want to get like a copyright strike or anything. So just a heads up.
Well, what did you need? Oh yeah, you should have just said so. I can be there at 7. Really? Who?
So yes, it opens up with her getting a phone call, and it opens up with this talent show thing that they're apparently at.
Wow, I can't believe you're already in a boys band. You've only been in the States for like, what, 3 months?
In Spain, I was in many boys bands. It's like you're also an exchange student, but from the Navajo Nation.
It's just kind of a weird line. What did he say? You're like an exchange student, except from the Navajo Nation. That's just like a weird line to say, honestly. And you know what? Throughout the movie, you're gonna see like a lot of these fades kind of happening. I don't know if I want to do like a count of how many fades happen throughout the movie. So it just kind of makes it feel awkward sometimes, I guess, like the fades. It's gonna make it look kind of weird and just weird. That's kind of my issue with the film, is that there's just like a lot of fading in the film. Okay, so Missile T, she's waking up late.
You know it's 9 o'clock, right?
Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be there at 7.
And then T kind of has like this issue. It kind of plays into the plot as well. Traditionally, Navajos are supposed to wake up early, so she kind of has like the problem of like sleeping in, and her grandmother like eventually gets after T for waking up so late. Okay, so we have the mother here. I forgot her name. Again, I'm not very good with names, as you can tell.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, how are you doing?
Shouldn't leave the door unlocked.
I've been worried about you. Why haven't you returned my phone calls?
I had a crazy day at work today.
What happened?
Nothing, just...
She eating a brownie?
It's for your
Just
Masani.
kind of,
Pretty, huh? Pretty fall
wanting to
colors.
get
Yeah, it's
a little
nice.
high, right?
How's she doing?
I'm kidding. Calm down.
That's what we need to talk about.
Are you even listening to me, Mom? I told you I already bought my ticket.
No one else can stay with her, and we're not gonna put her in a home.
What about Yanaba? Has anybody even asked her?
She stayed with her last summer, and she starts summer school next week.
And that's when Michelle and I are going to Europe. There's nothing out there for me.
Your Masani's out there, and you love to ride horses.
Mom, like I'd even remember how to ride horses. How long ago was that? Why don't you go?
I can't. I gotta take care of James and Ernie.
Okay, so I think this is the thing that Wikipedia forgot to add in. So basically, yeah, so late into the movie, T's mom is trying to like have her go back to the reservation to take care of her grandmother because the grandmother has no one to take care of her and she is sick and all that stuff. And T's the only one that really can take care of her, just because obviously, again, there's no one to take care of grandma back at home. T and Michelle are supposed to go to Europe. T doesn't want to go back to the Navajo reservation. Just, I don't know, she just doesn't want to be on the reservation and she wants to go to Europe. Another thing, I think this is just so cheesy. She has two fish. The mom has two fish named James and Ernie. And the thing that kind of confuses me is just the fact that James and Ernie exist in the universe still, right? And if you don't know who James and Ernie are, they are basically just Navajo comedians. You can basically just do like a Google search. James and Ernie exist in their universe still, right? But Ernie still plays a character within this movie, and he is a drunk. James and Ernie exist in their universe, yet Ernie plays a drunk within the movie. That's what kind of confused me. Just to let you know, we're going to refer to Ernie as Drunk Ernie. I think he has a name, but I don't remember the name of Ernie's character within the movie.
It's not about me. Your Masani has her reasons why.
Maybe this is just one of those times where she randomly picked me. Does she even know I'm going to Europe?
I know you spent a lot of money on that plane ticket, but you can't put a price on
Yeah,
family.
and she spent a lot of money on the plane ticket. So yeah, she's essentially upset because she can't go to Europe anymore, and she spent a lot of money
I know when
on
you run
the
in
plane
middle of
ticket.
the day in 150-degree weather that something is wrong with you. Okay, I'm coming in.
I
I'm gonna
just
bust
moved
your
the
door
mic.
open. 1, 2, 3.
Boom! She broke in.
Turquoise, really, what's wrong?
She
Talk to
broke
me.
down the door.
It's like the same thing keeps running through my head. My mom's saying, oh, family is more important than money. And usually I would just forget about it and leave it alone, you know? But it just keeps bothering me and it keeps playing over.
I know it's hard. I agree with your mom, but not in this situation.
I think she's just trying to use the guilt trip to get you to go to the reservation.
So Michelle doesn't want T to go back and take care of
You know
her
it's not an option to
grandmother.
back out right now, right?
That's kind of mean. That's so selfish. Come on, T. Not
We're
T.
flat
Come on,
away from
Michelle.
making
Be a
this
better
happen.
friend to T.
I know we've
Say,
been talking
hey,
about it.
you need to go back and take care of
What
your
about
grandmother.
photography book? Are you gonna just? Hey T, I got the backpacks. They didn't have any purple, so I got us both green. We can be twins.
Okay, so now T leaves behind a letter
I know you think I'm
for
crazy,
Michelle,
and I probably
and
am.
T is heading back
heart won't leave me
to
alone.
the reservation.
I hope you'll forgive me for
Oh.
not waiting to tell you in person.
And there's a
But I
lot
have
of
to go help
state
my
line
grandmother.
in the movie, which
You
is
can do whatever
funny.
you want with my ticket.
It's pretty good.
I'm sure you won't have trouble finding someone who wants to go with you. Take care of yourself out there.
Yeah, and you just
Watch
get
out for
like
those Euro
different
boys.
shots of the reservation as
Love
she's
ya,
like
miss
going
you
back
already.
home
T.
to the reservation.
Yes. Be sure to take some pictures for me.
And Michelle is like, oh my gosh, like how dare you head back home and take care of your grandmother. Oh, I guess maybe I can add in state line songs. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about that. But for now, I'm just like gonna let it play like throughout scenes with state line. I think with other songs, I don't really feel right about the music, just because I might get like a copyright strike. Wait, I'm just realizing it. I think this is the Harry guy that we're meeting for the first time. I just barely realized that. Hey,
Where the Cisco sheep camp is?
I think it is Harry.
Yeah, sorta.
Where are you coming from?
Phoenix?
Yeah, it's obviously Harry.
I got a few relatives that live out there.
So yes,
get there?
eventually he
Yeah.
comes into the
Just
plot,
Go down a ways,
into the
take
story,
a power,
and he
trees
becomes
on the side.
her love
you just
interest.
take a left, go
Did I say that right? I
left,
hope I did.
Just take the left. then keep on going. There's a big rock. Can't miss it. You know.
Yeah.
Right of that.
Res directions. He's just giving
Alright,
res directions. And she goes the wrong way. Great, T. You done it again. You went the wrong way. And oh, she's going the right way. She went the right way this time. Okay, so we have Masan here, and we have Auntie, and they're talking, obviously. So this is a small girl. Look how tall she is. Welcome home, my child.
Hey, Auntie.
I'm glad you're here to help my son out.
Get up, are you still in bed? So this is the whole thing. T just has a problem with like sleeping in. And her grandmother just basically scolds her for waking up late. And yeah, the first day, she's doing chores, has to do the rest chores. Haul water, herd sheep, take care of the sheep and stuff. The grandmother in the movie, she's so sweet though. I like the grandmother. She's so sweet little woman. Reminds me of the elders that I have back at home, and I love it. And then, oh, who's this?
Well,
You
looks like
have
found Grandma's place.
Harry.
I got you working out here already. Sorry, Harry Bahi. Toto Ninchla. Trabahay Bashishin.
Hey, clans.
That's all I know. My mom made sure that I knew those two, but other than that, I'm not too sure.
Well, out here it's good to know your clans. In case you need money, you know who to borrow it from.
Hey, Harry with the jokes. He's got jokes.
I'm sorry, I'm Sam with the Trading Post. He sent me over to check on Shema and to drop off some groceries and a couple of things that she requested.
Okay. Well, I can help you.
So basically, Harry is a family friend, and Sam is a person who owns a trading post, but Sam knows the family as well. And Sam gives things to Masan, like, I don't know, just like food, supplies, and all the stuff that she needs. And Harry essentially delivers it to Masan when she needs supplies or food and stuff. So that's how the triangle kind of works. Ooh, Illuminati, huh? I probably shouldn't be making that symbol. That is bad. I probably shouldn't be doing that.
But I only work for Sam part-time.
What else do you do?
I'm an artist. I do sculpting and drawing. Maybe you can visit my studio sometime.
Yeah, maybe.
She looks a little uncomfortable after
Tell Sam I said thanks.
after Harry offered to have her come over to his studio.
Alright, bye.
That's a little weird to ask someone for the first time, you know what I mean? And then yeah, Harry's taking off from Hassan's property. So we're here at Harry's personal art studio, sculpting. I think that's Women of the Navajo. Isn't that what it's called? Women of the Navajo. But he has a poster of that in the background of his art studio. So great motivation. And you're going to see a lot of Harry inside the studio, and it's going to play an important part as to why there's scenes of Harry inside of his studio. Damn, dedicated to craft, he be sweating up a storm. Oh, Drunk Ernie. Here's Drunk Ernie. He just hangs out at the trading post in front, causing trouble, causing scenes.
You got that sculpture you owe me?
And this is Harry's brother.
It's almost done. Hey, bro. You gonna give me some of that real job money?
Some of that real job money. I've noticed that his cigarettes kind of snapped in half.
Yes. Give me that one too, man. Come on. Hey, all right. Hey, I'll have it to you by Friday then, right?
We'll see.
So yeah, Harry wants the sculpture that his brother owes him. And here you have them just like at a powwow, just doing the old, you know, usual stuff, powwow stuff, being at a powwow. And Harry
Been doing this.
takes part in powwow and stuff.
It's not really a Navajo thing. Powwow is more like a native thing.
Oh, a native thing, huh?
Yeah, I remember the first powwow I went to. My grandparents didn't really want me to go because, like I say, it's not really a Navajo thing, but I went anyway. I remember standing there on the grass when the grand entry began. The dancers started coming in. As I stood there, I felt a familiar feeling, a feeling that's kind of hard to explain, but it was real strong.
And then you just have Harry talking about his experience with like powwow and explaining like how powwow is essentially not a Navajo thing. It's more of like a native thing or like a Plains Indian kind of thing. It's not in our tradition, but it's adopted into our culture. And Harry's just explaining like how he got into doing powwow. In this scene, you have her like just admiring the beauty of powwows and, you know, just how beautiful it is. And here she breaks out her camera and she takes pictures of the powwow. And then yeah, they take Masan to the Gallup hospital, and she's getting a CAT scan, and she needs to have tests run on her and everything. So yeah, she ends up in the hospital, but eventually Masan does eventually get to go home. And oh, here's drunk Ernie just causing a scene at the post office at the trading post. All right, and they throw a little celebration that Masan is finally back home and stuff. Real quick scene. T's trying to visit Harry, but she ends up going to Uncle Harry's house. No, Uncle Billy is what I meant to say. So T comes here to visit Harry, but she ends up going to Uncle Billy's house. And Billy's sleeping. Okay, so in this scene, where Billy is describing of where Harry lives and all, like, where he stays at, and here, I don't know if like it's intentional, but like you can hear like wind within this scene. Again, I don't know if it's like intentional or if it's like by accident. Maybe they had like an audio issue that day, but you can hear like a gust of wind through the audio, through the microphone. So I'll just show you. Like it's within this scene.
Oh, it's you.
Hi.
You selling Girl Scout cookies?
No.
You're not here for child support, are you? No, I'm just kidding. Harry.
So whenever he makes that joke about Harry's kids, she kind of looks like uncomfortable about it. And it just makes the jokes like not hit. You know what I mean? It just makes the scene and the jokes just kind of weird and makes it seem off. All right. So this next scene, you have a dance going on. I forget the guy's name, but the delivery is kind of weird within the scene. He kind of gives like a dull, kind of robotic delivery with the lines and stuff. But yeah, there they are. Oh, and we have State Line at the dance, in this dance scene, just performing there. And it's called Dance the Night Away. All right.
Bahi.
How's it going, man?
I never knew you could dance.
Neither did I. How come you guys aren't dancing?
I'm related to all of them. These guys here, they're too shy to dance.
I'm just looking for the perfect one.
Oh, this is turquoise.
So I guess T meets Harry's buddies, and they just have like a conversation, like a small conversation, like, how come you're not dancing? And oh, they're all related to me. Harry's mainly talking with his buddies and just kind of introducing her to them.
Roan horse, actually.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dylan. This is my
So yeah,
cousin, Big John.
Dylan.
Hi.
Big John. Should call myself that. I'm just kidding.
He's a little shy.
I'm not.
Well, I'm sure there's gonna be
And
a lady
Shy
out there that's gonna
Ed.
wanna dance with
She
you
gets
guys
to meet him for the first time
If you
too.
find her, tell her I'm available.
I will.
So you want to dance with me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Shy Ed asks T to dance with him
Before?
if she wants to dance with him, and she agrees to. You go, Shy Ed. Hey, got State Line. Got some good vibes. We dancing up in here tonight. All right, and we see here Harry looks a little jealous. I don't know why. I mean, she's not even hitting on them or anything like that. Why would Harry be jealous of T dancing with his buddies? It doesn't make sense, you know? It just doesn't. See, Harry, just go over there and dance with her. That's all you gotta do, bro. So we have Harry here taking off, but only because Harry needs to take his brother to a facility to help with like people who have addictions and stuff. Down in Phoenix, Arizona. So he's gonna take off for a few days, and in the meantime, T's grandmother passes away, and he's not gonna be there. Okay, here's the fight. Here's the fight that happens. Oh, punches his brother, huh? I mean, you have to, basically.
I'll pay you back for all the damages.
Just get him some help.
Alright, yeah. Just caused another scene in front of the post office. Post office? Oh my god. The trading post.
Coming.
Masan does not pass away just yet. But she's worried that Harry's not coming and he's not answering her only because of his brother. Drunk Ernie needs to be taken to Phoenix. And that night, she's worried. She can't sleep. Can't sleep at all. Alright, and I think this is the part, yeah, where T's grandmother passes away. And she's running because she's sad. And that's how she copes with stress and stuff. And yeah, they have my son's funeral right here. Yeah, and T's a little upset that Harry wasn't there for her when her mother passed away. I mean, her grandmother passed away. And I guess for the next few days, he spends his time just sculpting T's face. And now T is back at work.
Big deadline. I made the funeral, and I made the deadline. Turquoise, you have got to learn.
And
Turquoise,
yeah,
stop.
she's
I'll see to that
slacking
you
at
never
work.
get hired in this town, and I know all the editors in the valley.
Yep. And essentially, she just quits. And here comes a coworker, frenemy, enemy kind of person, and she gives T like a suggestion of where to work next. She gives her a card, and after that, she goes and visits the this company, and visits with the boss. And the boss is interested.
Really nice. I really like what you've done in that one.
All
Where
right.
did you take that at?
Then we have T
That's actually
meeting
up
with
at
the
the
boss.
summit at my grandma's place. It's on the Navajo Nation.
So it's kind of looking up from here. And maybe it's a few weeks later. We don't know. We just don't know. Alright, and we have Harry here back in the studio sculpting out T's face.
Hey, T.
Going in
Beautiful.
for the kiss
When
on
I
the
heard you were
cheeks.
back, I had to get a hold of you so you could hear my new song I'm working on.
Yeah, tell her what it's called.
I have reservations about the
I have
reservation.
reservations
I
about the
wanted you to hear it
reservation.
first so that you could hear it before we record it and it becomes a big hit. The only thing is, it's in Spanish. No quiero que te vayas, ni te pido que te quedes.
Nope. The exchange student is still like singing to her, and obviously we know what's going on here is that the exchange student is interested in T. That's what's going on in the scene. And Harry is calling her to basically say, like, I'm sorry for not being there, and I wish I could have been there. And he wants to tell her something in person, but not over the phone.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to call. I'm sorry about everything. Things just ended up happening different than what I had planned.
For me too.
I want to know if I can come see you.
Yeah, if you want to.
I just want to explain everything that's been going on. I have to tell you in person. I gotta see you. I gotta see those eyes, the eyes that never lie.
I know that's supposed to be like a romantic line, but it's just too cheesy. It's too goddamn cheesy. He says it again later on, and it's just like, you already said it once, you don't need to say it again. Who thought, like, oh, this is gonna be such a good line. It's gonna be such a good romantic line. It's just a cheesy ass line. I don't know. And she likes that he says that.
When do you think you'll come
It's like,
down?
okay. I don't know why, but why is he just like sweating so bad in that scene? I mean, maybe like the lights got to him. Maybe they made him take like so many takes, maybe? It's so uncomfortable just to see how sweaty the exchange student is. I mean, I completely understand why Harry was sweaty, because it's like during the summer, he's inside a, hot shed. But there's no reason as to why the exchange students should be sweating this bad. All right, and you have Harry just finishing up the sculpture. Well, trying to. Still sculpting, I guess.
Hey, Sam.
How's your brother, Alvin?
Well, he's not liking it well.
Well, that's tough love. I just hope he does all right down there.
I was wondering if you have that number to that guy at the herd. Did you know?
Bruce McGee, sure.
I think that's his name.
You sure you're ready for that next big step?
Can't wait forever, Sam. I gotta try to make something happen.
So Harry just wants that number because he wants to finally show his art. And I think he wants to show it like in an art gallery. And I think that's what this Bruce McGee has.
Yeah, I don't want you to have too much
All right,
of a culture
and
shock.
here's Harry.
Yeah,
He
my sister
is in
Margie made
Phoenix
this for me.
meeting her.
Oh, so what happened that night after the chapter house dance? I mean, I
A
didn't
chapter
hear from
house
you.
dance.
Just kind of disappeared.
Well, after the...
And then you have here Harry actually explaining why he wasn't there for her, and what happened, why did he disappear after the chapter house dance, and just basically explaining his side. And then it fades on to them being at a museum. It's called Herd
have you ever
Museum.
been to the herd before?
No, I haven't. I've lived here my whole life. Can't believe I've
And
never
I
been.
believe Harry
I heard there
takes
was
tea
good native
there.
arts here. Always wanted to
Well,
see.
takes tea here to the
Oh,
Herd
I've never
Museum.
seen that.
Harry's sculpture is actually here at this museum. Here we get like the big reveal, like, Harry's been working on this sculpture of T's face, and this is what I've been working on for so long, and this is what I want to show you. Oh, and then she realizes, that's me. Turquoise Rose. Harry Bahi.
I tried everything to get you out of my head, but nothing would work. All I could see is your face and your eyes. The eyes that never lie.
Oh, and they hug.
Did I tell you that my great-grandmother was a Cherokee princess? No. Back in the 1800s.
And of course they had to add in that joke. Maybe it's a few months, maybe it's a year, maybe it's a few years, but here we have T at a book signing. So first I thought that maybe this little brown girl could be T and Harry's daughter or something, but I don't think it is. I think it's just like a little brown girl who wants to get her autograph and is a fan of her book.
Hi, T.
All right. And then boom, credits. And then we also get like an end credit scene. I think they outdone Marvel this time. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe you actually have your own book published. My best friend is famous. So seriously, you guys, are you engaged? Really?
All right, and we are officially finished with the movie. I don't know what to really say about it, to be honest. I mean, I like it. I appreciate the movie, and I'm glad that it actually does exist. I just think it could have done better with like maybe the scenes, the dialogue, but I'm glad that this movie exists, like I said, and I'm glad that it actually does star like real native people and real Navajos. I'll just say that it was a good movie, and if you want to watch the full movie, you can either buy it or I guess it's free on YouTube. I'll say this again. Just to let you guys know, I'm not watching this to criticize it. I'm not watching it to like make fun of the actors, to make fun of the movie. I've always wanted to just kind of like review movies and just kind of sit down and watch it. And do tell me if you guys want more of this. I am thinking about making this a series of where we just kind of sit down and watch Native American movies, or just movies that have Native Americans in it. I like doing that a lot. So I don't watch these to criticize them. Like I said, I just watch it for the pure fact of entertainment, and I like, you know, just watching short films, or I like watching Native American movies. All right, and if you guys did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, share this video if you want, and please support my channel by subscribing. All right, and we're gonna sit here for a while until you subscribe. All right, did you do it yet? I hope you did. Comment down below, and what do you think about this movie? Please let me know. So make sure to stay positive and be the awesome people that you are. I'll see you guys in the next video. Biology, my awesome people. Wah!